In this video, I'll teach you how to generate high volume, high quality and low cost leads from your Facebook ad campaigns. Many marketers face this problem that when they run lead generation ads on Facebook, either the volume is low or in case the volume is high, then the lead quality is low. And if both are good, then your cost is very high. So in this video, we will learn a way how to optimize your ad campaigns for high volume, high quality and low cost. So let's get into our Ads Manager account. Once you log into your Ads Manager account, click on Create. These are the 6 different objectives with which you run a Facebook ad campaign. So because here we are trying to optimize for leads, we'll select the leads objective. Select leads, click on Continue. Facebook these days, it has introduced a tailored leads campaign also, where Facebook itself presets your campaign with their built-in recommendations. However, we won't select this objective. We will go ahead with the manual leads campaign. So select the second option, click on Continue. Give this campaign any name. So I'm assuming you know all these basic aspects, so I'm not going into it. I'm staying with the default name, which is new leads campaign. Go down, select your daily budget. Okay, so again, for this example, I'm going ahead with the budget which is mentioned here, which is 1000 Indian rupees. Click on next. So now we have come into the ad set section. Again, give any name which you want. The important part is conversion. So you have to choose where you want to generate leads, right? So there are 6 objectives here, either on your website, which is generate leads through your website. So when users will click on your ad campaign, they will land on a website and there they will explore your products, your offerings, your services, and then they will fill a form, right? The second option is instant forms, which is generate leads by asking people to fill in a form. And the good thing is this form can be filled within the Meta ecosystem only. For instance, if a user is seeing your ad on Facebook or Instagram, they will click on your call to action button and a form will pop up within the Facebook and Instagram interface itself, and it will be pre-filled with that user's details because Facebook already has your name and mobile number, right? So that form will be pre-filled and the user has to simply click on submit. And this is the approach which we will use for this example, because this approach really helps us to get high volume of leads. So it solves our first problem where we want more and more leads, right? There are more options: Messenger, instant forms and Messenger, calls, apps. But for high volume leads, you have to select instant forms option. So go ahead with this option, select this option, go down. Now another important step is performance goal. You want to maximize the number of leads or do you want to maximize number of conversion leads? So if we just read these 2 options, maximize the number of leads is we will try to show your ads to the people most likely to share their contact information with you. However, maximize number of conversion leads is we will try to show your ads to the people most likely to convert after sharing their contact information with you. Because again, our next objective is to get high quality leads, correct? Volume is sorted with instant forms, but we also want high quality. So we will select option 2. Okay, because there is no point in getting more and more leads and which are not relevant and won't convert, correct? So select option number 2, maximize number of conversion leads. Go down. Budget we had already selected, start date, end date. So again, I am not going ahead with these options. Then you have to select your audience. So do that again based on your requirement. I am not going into it. I am again assuming you already know how to do that. So go down and simply click on next. So now we have come to the ad creation part. Scroll down. Here you will have to select your ad creative and all. By default for me, this ad creative is selected. I'm going ahead with this. Again, same assumption that you are aware about all these things. What is important here to improve the quality of our ads is this section. Because we have selected the instant form option, we will have to create a form. So I already have few forms which I have created earlier, but we will create a new form for your learning. So click on create form. Give this form a name. So give any name what you want. Now again, coming to our objective, we want more volume and more quality at a low cost. It is again asking what kind of a form you want, more volume or higher intent. More volume is use a form that's quick to fill and submit on a mobile device, correct? And higher intent is add a review step that gives people a chance to confirm their information. So again, what happens is if a user clicks on your ad and a form comes up where their details like name and mobile number are already pre-filled, they just have to click on a submit button in option 1. then again it is very easy for the user to do that, and you might get more junk leads in this case. But the higher intent option is, it is not very different, same process, but before submitting, there is one more step where the user will be asked to review their information. So they will look at their information whether it is correct or not, which again is a added effort for the user. So this is how this form helps. So select higher intent option. Okay, it will help us in improving the quality of the leads. Now go to these steps where you will create the form. So click on intro. Here you can select any image, either the image from your ad, as you can see here, the image from my ad is appearing here, my Growth Learners logo, or you can upload any new image. So this is okay, you can go ahead with anything. The next step is to put a greeting here. So you can add a greeting, right? But it is not mandatory, so you can even leave it. So I'm removing greeting for now because it is not very important for this video. So intro is done. So we have selected the form type, intro. Now go to questions. So there are two types of questions here. One is custom questions and second is pre-fill questions. Okay. Pre-fill is basically those details which will be pre-filled from their Facebook account, right? So details like email, full name, or even you can add other details, for instance, phone number. You can even remove details which are not relevant for you. For instance, for my kind of a business, email ID is not very relevant because I want to contact these people. So I believe phone number is much more relevant. So I'm going ahead with phone number. You can even remove full name if you want. Just remove full name and simply add their first name. So we are selecting first name and phone number. These details will be already pre-filled from their Facebook account. But again, because we want to increase the quality also, we will add some additional questions for the user, because what we are trying to do is we are adding some additional steps just to ensure that these people are really interested in our products or services and are looking forward to make a purchase. So we'll select these custom questions, click on add a question. There are 4 options here: multiple choice, short answer, conditional, and appointment request. Again, for this example, I am going ahead with the multiple choice option. So you select this option. Now you have to mention the question. So for example, if you are running ads for a real estate company, right? So what question you can ask these users is, what is your budget? Correct? Right? And you can enter the options here. So it can be less than $200,000. So this is option 1. Second option is 200 to 400,000 dollars, and third option is greater than $400,000. Once you give this question to a user, they will have to fill this response before moving forward. And what it will do is it will give you an idea whether this lead is a relevant lead or not, and then only you will pass it forward to your sales team. So this was one example. You can add more questions if you want. You can add an additional question. Now let's take an example of a short answer. So select a short answer option and write the question, when are you planning to buy? Right? And leave it open-ended so that user will have to fill this response. They will have to type it. Again, I am just giving you some examples. It depends on you whether you want to keep it multiple choice or whether you want to, keep it open-ended. Just ensure that we shouldn't add too many questions as well, right? We are trying to optimize the campaign, but the idea is to make the user journey simple as well, right? We are trying to optimize the campaign for high quality. However, we have to keep the user journey simple as well, correct? So let's go ahead with these 2 questions, right? So as you can see on the right side here, on your form, these 2 questions are appearing now, right? So now let's review our form. This will be the first page. You will ask them about their budget. They'll have to select any of the options. Then they will have to mention when are they planning to buy. Then they will click on next. So we go next. Next step would be their contact information. So we are asking for their first name and phone number. As we saw earlier, this detail will be pre-filled from their Facebook account. Again, the user will click on next. The next step is where they will have to review their info. So this is what we saw, right? When we selected the higher intent form option, this was an additional step for the user. So they will have to review their info. This is what they will see: review your info, first name, mobile number. There is a privacy policy also mentioned here, right? And then last would be they will have to slide to submit. So earlier on Meta ads, this option was just to click on a submit button, but now it is slide to submit, which adds an additional layer of relevancy for the user, correct? And then when they will submit your form, the last step would be a message for them, right? Thanks, you are all set. You can visit our website or exit the form now. So these details also you can customize. I'll show you in this section, completion, right? So you can customize your message, what you want to give in the last step, headline, description, and even you can take them to visit your website or give a phone number with which they can call your business, or they can download a catalog. So if you are selecting the view website option, give a link to your website. So let me just give the link for my website. So all these fields are mandatory. If you are, whatever option you are selecting, you have to give those details. So this section is done. I think we will have to fill the privacy policy section as well. Again, I'll just go to my website and I'll give the privacy policy link from my site. All these steps are important, otherwise you won't be able to create your form. Correct? So all steps are done now. Simply click on create form. Okay, we need to add one more information, which is we must let people know how we will use their data, which is this step. When we were adding those pre-filled questions, we will have to tell them how we will use their data. So I'm simply adding our property consultants will contact you shortly with details. Okay, so that the user knows how their information will be used. So we have completed all the steps now. Simply click on create form. Your form has been added. Okay, and now you can simply go ahead and publish your campaign. Now your ads will start and you can access this leads information in the instant forms section on your Meta Business Suite. So go to the instant forms section and here you can see all the forms which I have created earlier. All those forms are visible here, right? So for instance, I'm giving you an example of one of my old forms. This is the form and you can see here how many leads have been generated so far, correct? So simply click on download and you will be able to download those leads in a CSV or Excel format. Okay, so this is how it works, guys. It is very easy. So let me summarize the steps for you again to generate high volume, high quality and low cost leads from your Facebook ad campaign. While creating your ad, in the conversion section of your ad set, select instant forms as the option. What instant forms will do is it will give you high volume and also at a lower cost, because the user journey is simplified, right? They can fill the form in Facebook, Instagram interface itself. So instant forms will solve these two problems. Now for high quality, under the performance goal section, select maximize number of conversion leads. Okay, so that it shows your ads to only those people who are most likely to convert after sharing their contact information. The next step is, while creating the instant form, it will ask you which form type do you want to select, more volume or higher intent. Again, select the second option, which is higher intent. Okay, don't select more volume, select higher intent, because it will add a review step that gives people a chance to confirm their information, and again the intent will be slightly improved. And the last part is to, along with adding those pre-filled informations, add some custom questions, right? For instance, you can ask users for their budget. So this is how it works. Adding all these steps will help you in getting high volume, high quality leads at a low cost. If you have any questions, please post them in the comment section. I ensure that I reply to every comment, and also I can create a separate video to answer your queries. So please do that. And if you like this video, if you found this information useful, then please like this video and subscribe to my channel. It really helps me to grow my channel. Thank you.